Welcome to the Winmau Practice Zone. I'm here with darts legend Merv King. Merv's been playing darts since he was 12 years of age. So we thought, what better way to introduce you to how to learn the basics than to have Merv talk you through it. So welcome, Merv. Thanks for coming and joining us today. The first area we want to look at is how do you actually hold the dart? How do you decide what suits you?
To be honest with you, I've tried various over the years, but the one that stuck with me is the two fingers. Don't grip the dart too tight, just hold it lightly. And I get a twisting action in my throw. But for someone that's just starting out, I would say, however you feel comfortable holding the dart is the way to hold it. Don't try and copy another player. That's not natural. However you first pick that dart up and feel comfortable holding it is what I would suggest going with.
It's very important you say that, not to copy anyone else. So you're saying it's a very unique thing then, your own grip?
Yeah, it's basically a fingerprint. You know, every throw and every dart is different. And however you want to hold that, it's not the same for everybody. It's how you feel comfortable.
Well, that's good. So the first point is then, pick the dart up and feel comfortable and hold it how you want to. Not how you say somebody on TV holds it. Okay. So then we'll move on to the actual throw. How do you feel? How does somebody feel and develop a reasonable throw?
I'm a field player, what they call a field player. I'm not a mechanical. My throw isn't mechanical. It's not like super concentrated, and mine's a field play. Everything about my throw is if it feels right, it works.
So that tells me there's a nice relaxed feeling in your game.
You set the dart and you pull it back, but the pushing motion for the throw is get a little bit of arc, a little bit of air in it, and float it into the board.
Okay, so it's importantly to realise that it's a push, more like a basketball field push than it is a pull.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, so that's a very important point there you make, because I think the two are obviously technically very different, aren't they? In terms of when you've thrown some darts, you've got a nice rhythm going. Do you set your target? How do you line to your target? Do you set your eyes at it or the point of the dart? How do you approach the board?
Basically, I set myself on the hockey and look at what I require. Now, I always throw the dart from the eye. I bring it back and it's from there, right from the eye. And that little arc of release is to try and get the two spots where you're aiming the dart from, and your target is to be start and finish.
Brilliant. So it's a nice concentrated look at your target, let the dart come up to the eye, and then just not feel
from
it
the eye and feel it into where you want it to go.
And on that, the stance, how we stand. Again, there are many different ways to stand. We see some players with a 90-degree foot, other players. How would you help?
I'm sort of in between. I don't turn my foot sideways, or I don't have it straight on. I'm sort of in between because it doesn't feel natural to me to turn my foot side on and stand there, and that just feels alien to me. Same as having my toe right up against the hockey, because that feels as though I'm sort of round this way. Then, if it's sort of
45
degrees, and I feel nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable. I put sort of maybe 85-90% of weight on my right.
So
foot.
there's a
little lean forward.
There's a good lean forward on that.
Yeah, put the majority of the weight on the leading leg. If you're left-handed, obviously it's the other way.
Yeah, left foot. Yeah.
And your back foot, back leg, just as a steadier to stop your wobble. Get a nice planted stance. Take aim. And that's the only thing that moves is your arm.
Okay,
try and keep your body still.
So just to recap the stance thing, 85% of the weight on your front foot, nice lean with some balance, and just feel that throw in there.
Yep.
In terms of when somebody starts, and we're talking pretty much beginner, should they be aiming for something, say, to keep all the darts inside the triple area, or have you got any idea, any suggestions on that?
Your first basic target in darts, if you like, is the treble 20. Now, when you first start out, that is going to be very, very elusive. So we sort of widen that area a little bit. Now, try and get them in those three sectors there, the 1, the 5 and the 20. And when you can do that, on a regular basis, try and get the grouping a little bit better so you can get them all in the 20. You know, you might have one up the top, one on the treble, and one down here. Once you've got the angle, then you can.
So you're trying to get the darts sort of, rather than drifting left and right, more straight up and down the board.
Yeah. And that is from the eye, straight arm, and that should go straight.
Brilliant. So you've heard it from Merv, one of the best in the game. Get practicing and good luck.